In today's video, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta talk about estimated tax payments. Where do you report them and how does it work once you pay them moving forward? That's what we're gonna be talking about today in this subscriber requested topic. Good morning, YouTube. My name is Mike the CPA and welcome to Money and Life TV. Hope you're having a beautiful day out there. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We teach finances, investing, and taxes. Try to produce new videos on a weekly basis. You can follow those videos just simply by hitting the red subscribe button down below as we release new tax updates and things like that. Like the video if you want to help other people see this. Certainly engage in the comment section and share this video with people who you know who are having trouble keeping up with their taxes or who are self-employed in general. This information will actually help them out quite a bit. All right, YouTube, come with me now as we dive into those forms. Okay, here we go. We're looking at a 1040 2020 as an example. Let's just walk through this real quick and I'll show you where to report those estimated tax payments and how this works. So you have this tax form, just pretend this is you, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail on the numbers, but this is a person, let's just say you made $50,000 in wages, you had some capital gain income, you had income from self-employment, from your Schedule C business, your side hustle that you got going on now, you netted $5,000 in profit. Thus, your taxable income is $41,874. I'm going through this fast because I know learning about taxes is like watching paint dry. It's so exciting, right? So let's just keep on moving forward. So that taxable income of $41,000 roughly generates an income tax on line 16 on page 2 of the 1040 of $4,954. But wait, there's more. So because this person made some self-employment income, they also have self-employment taxes to pay, which are more so like payroll taxes versus income taxes. That's the way to distinguish them. This generates a total tax of $4,954 plus $707, generates a total tax on here of $5,661. Now, this person did have wages, and so on their W-2 or throughout the year on their paychecks, they withheld federal income taxes throughout the year. They withheld a total of $3,000 of federal income taxes. Thus, that we can subtract the $3,000 from their tax liability of $5,661, but that leaves them with a balance owed of $2,661. Now, what could they have done differently to avoid owing tax when it came time to file their tax return? Well, they could have made an estimated tax payment, especially if they didn't want to mess with their withholdings. So let's see how that would work. So this person, let's just change that example just a little bit now and pretend that in the fourth quarter of 2020, they ended up making a estimated tax payment of $3,500. As long as you paid this estimate by January 15th of 2021, you could apply it to your 2020 taxes. Assuming they made that payment, they would report $3,500 right here. And now, what would happen to their total tax liability? Well, now instead of having total payments of $3,000, now they have total payments of $6,500, which makes a pretty big difference in terms of their final outcome of their tax liability. So now we have our total tax liability of $5,661 minus total payments with withholdings and estimates of $6,500. So therefore, they're going to be in a refund position of $839 at the end of the day. That's how much they're going to be able to get back. Now, they can take this refund in the form of a check. They can actually have the money sent back to them, or they can apply this refund towards next year's estimates. But all you would need to do to report these estimated tax payments is on line 26, and that's where estimated tax payments go. Now, you might have made one estimate throughout the year, so you'll just enter that total amount right there, but you might have made multiple estimates throughout the year. Usually, you can make up to 4 estimates. You can make more if you wanted to, but generally, it's recommended to do no more than 4 because it gets hard to track beyond that. But you would just total up all the estimates you paid in April, June, September, and in January 15th, and then you can apply that total on line 26 of the tax form, and that's where that's reported. I want to pause right here real quick to interject that what you're seeing right here, where we're reporting these estimates, we're only reporting the federal estimates. You might live in a state that has state income taxes, and so you might need to pay state income tax estimates as well, or state estimated tax payments. I live in California, and I also pay estimates to the state of California, but those estimate payments are only reported on the California tax form. I would not report any of those state estimated payments on this federal form. So you have to keep those two concepts in mind. Federal estimates are reported on the 1040, the federal tax form. Any state estimates you paid are reported only on your state tax form. Let's talk about some of the other important information you should know about estimates. The first one is, how the heck do you pay them? I actually have a video on this. If you check out this video right here, I made it a year or so ago, but it's still totally relevant. But there's 3 basic ways to make estimated tax payments to keep current on your taxes, and that is you can make the payment online, you can write a check and mail in an estimated payment voucher, or you can take a refund, the third way, and apply that refund towards the coming year's estimates. So check out that video. It's got a lot of valuable information for you. I'll leave links to that video below. Now, there's other things about estimates you need to know as well, like, how would you even go about calculating an estimate? I have a worksheet and a video that you can download for free. You can check out this video to learn about that. You can just download it, and it's not perfect, but at least will get you in the ballpark, and it takes into consideration multiple forms of different income, so you have a rough idea of what to pay for a quarterly estimated payment. Thirdly, I have a third video, in addition to the one you're watching right now, that covers the basic rules of estimates, and if you want to check out that video, this is the one I would encourage you to watch, especially if you're self-employed. None of this stuff obviously is taught in school, so the only way you can learn it is to go through it and learn it for yourself, and I think these videos will help you accomplish that. We just showed where you would report your 2020 estimates on the 2020 tax form, but what about if you make estimates for 2021? Well, there's really nothing, if you're making estimates for 2021, there's really nowhere to report that at the moment. The only time you report estimated tax payments is once you're actually filing the form for that tax year. So if I make an estimated tax payment then, all I'm gonna do, since I have nowhere I can report that, I'm not gonna report that on my 2020 return, I'm just gonna keep a receipt of my payment. If I pay it online, I'm gonna download or print the PDF receipt of my payment to the IRS. Or I'm gonna keep a copy of the voucher in the check I wrote that I mailed to the IRS. File those away, and you're gonna keep track of how much estimated tax payments you've made federally and for state by the end of the year. I hope from this video you can see that you don't necessarily need to be self-employed to pay estimates. You can just have W-2 wages and just be an employee and still have a reason to pay estimates. Maybe you just don't wanna mess with your withholdings all the time because it's confusing, it's complicated, and your situation with your income might change regardless. So that's why estimates are a great option to have. Now, me personally, if you've been following the channel for a while, that I work for an employer as a CPA, but I also do these YouTube videos. I have dividend income through investing and all that kind of stuff that I have to pay taxes on. So instead of me messing with my withholdings all the time, which I just don't prefer to do personally, for me, it's a lot easier if I just write an estimated tax payment check for Fed and for California every now and then. That covers me and lets me spend less time doing tax planning and all that other stuff, trying to figure out the perfect number on my W-2. So don't feel like you have to be self-employed to use this. A lot of people who are self-employed, obviously, or who are business owners, would be using estimates more so than not, but estimate payments can be for everybody, and it's a great way to keep current on your taxes. Well, everybody, thank you so much for spending time with me and walking through this video on estimated tax payments. I hope you got a lot out of it. Hope you learned from this and how you can move forward with your business or with your taxes in general. If you liked the video, please drop a like. It really helps out the channel, helps other people see this. Engage in the comments below. That's where I will see you, and I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can each week. Subscribe for future videos to become fiscally fit around finances, investing, and taxes. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Live life uncaged, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.